Hello, Ramley. Welcome to Winston-Salem State University's Writing and Communication Center's Guide on Summary versus Analysis. In this video guide, we'll explore the similarities and differences between summary and analysis and provide clear examples with explanations to help you apply both skills effectively. To get started, let's define summary. Understanding what a summary is lays the foundation for comparing it to analysis. A summary is a 1 to 2 sentence overview of a text. The main idea is given, but details and examples are left out. The main purpose of summarizing is to reduce or condense a text to its most important ideas. Now that you know what a summary is, let's talk about why we use it. The purpose of a summary is to introduce background information, provide a factual description, and prepare the reader for the writer's ideas about the topic. In short, a summary offers essential context and key points to help readers understand the topic before engaging with the writer's deeper analysis or argument. To see how this works in practice, let's bring this idea of a summary to life with an example. In the summary, Break My Soul by Beyonce, the paragraph does not include an argument. It introduces a song, Break My Soul, as an empowering anthem for background information. It states facts that empowerment is about resilience and liberation from social pressures and emotional burdens. It identifies the main points about encouraging listeners to reclaim their freedom, preparing the reader for the writer's idea. A summary sets the stage for analysis, showing how the two are similar for enhancing the comprehension of a text. Both help a reader to understand and interpret text, identify important points or arguments, and make connections between different parts of the information. However, it is important to note the differences between summary and analysis. For example, a summary provides the what in describing main points by restating information in a short, concise way. An analysis, however, answers the how and why questions to explore deeper meaning and significance for interpretation. More specifically, the definition of an analysis is to break a text down into smaller parts, examine the deeper meaning, patterns, or connections, and interpret how and why the author made certain choices. The purpose of an analysis is to explain how and why specific elements of a text contribute to its overall meaning. Unlike the summary, an analysis digs deep into the details of describing an argument, presenting evidence to support the argument, and finding different insights into a challenge or complex issues like characters, social topics, or historical events. An analysis allows a writer to examine the deeper meaning and connections within a text. Essentially, your task when analyzing is to uncover how specific elements work together to support the overall message or argument. The next step of an analysis is to explore how to write one. Number 1, choose the elements you are going to examine. Begin by selecting specific elements of the text such as characters, themes, settings, or conflicts that are central to the message or purpose of the work. This focus will guide the analysis and keep it organized. Number 2, break down the story event that you are analyzing into its various parts so that you can examine each part. For example, an element of a story you select may be the setting, character, or conflict. Analyze each part separately to gain a detailed understanding of how they contribute to the whole. Number 3, ask how and why questions about the elements. Use probing questions to explore the significance of each element, such as how it influences a story, why the author included it, and what deeper meanings or theme it reveals. Number 4, research the information to answer those questions. Support the analysis by gathering relevant evidence from the text itself, as well as external sources if needed, to provide context, examples, and scholarly perspectives that clarify the points. And finally, number 5, make some overall conclusions for each of the elements you've analyzed. Synthesize findings by explaining how each element contributes to the text's overall meaning, purpose, or argument. The key thing is to highlight connections and draw insightful conclusions. Analysis also involves the use of how and why questions to examine the strengths and weaknesses of specific elements, such as character development or portrayal, and how effectively they function within a text. How, cause and effect, where one event, action, or element leads to another, reveals connections and consequences within the text. The significance of these elements, including any that may be insignificant, and evaluate how effectively they contribute to the overall message. The element's effectiveness or ineffectiveness in achieving its intended purpose by considering its impact on the overall message, tone, or theme. How individual elements work together and contribute to a conclusion. An argument that supports the conclusion by presenting clear reasoning and evidence from the text. To guide your analysis, ask critical questions such as, number 1, how does the author or creator convey their message? They may explore the techniques, styles, and methods used to communicate central ideas such as language, imagery, tone, or narrative structure. Number 2, how do the elements of the work contribute to its overall meaning or impact? You may examine how specific components like character development, setting, symbolism, or themes interact to enhance the work's effectiveness. Number 3, how does the context influence the content and interpretation of the work? Consider how historical, cultural, or social factors shape the work and influence its significance. Number 4, why did the author choose this particular approach? Analyze the intentions behind stylistic choices or narrative decisions and their implications for the reader's understanding. And number 5, why is the work significant or relevant? Reflect on the work's broader implications, its contribution to its field, and its relevance to contemporary issues or debates. These questions help you move beyond surface-level understanding and reach deeper insights. For instance, an analysis of Kendrick Lamar's Humble begins with an argument centered on the theme of staying true to oneself. It focuses on ego and uses religious and cultural visuals to illustrate how fame can distort one's reality. The analysis concludes with a reminder to stay grounded by being humble and avoiding the influence of ego-driven behavior. Having seen how analysis works in a real example, we can review the similarities and differences between summary and analysis to reinforce what we've learned. To recap what we've covered in this guide on summary versus analysis, remember, summary and analysis are similar because both help readers understand and interpret text, but they serve different purposes. A summary restates key points. An analysis dives deeper into meaning, purpose, and technique in texts. A review of the purpose and examples in summary versus analysis supports why, when, and how you use a summary versus an analysis in writing. By learning when and how to use each, you will become a stronger, more thoughtful writer. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this video helpful. For more videos on various writing topics, make sure to check out the other videos on our YouTube channel. We hope to see you in the Writing and Communication Center.